Hey guys, welcome to my review of Superboy issue number 10. Now, I didn't review Superboy issue number 9 yet. I will get to it soon, but I will give you a brief summary of what happened in Superboy issue number 9, if you guys are wondering. So in the last issue of Superboy, basically there was a calling event, only for the Teen Titans characters and the Legion Lost characters and Superboy. So basically Harvest, the leader and creator of Nowhere, basically gathers up all these metahumans. That's what he's been doing for the past couple of issues. He's been gathering metahumans, and basically he throws them into this pit or arena called the Culling. And they all have to fight one another. All the metahumans, they have to fight one another to the death. So it's sort of like the Hunger Games, but a bit different, because that's what it reminded me of. It was the Hunger Games. And basically, all the metahumans had to fight one another, and basically, until Harvest was satisfied with a group of metahumans he liked, he would actually take them out and have them become the new Ravagers. So that's what he was planning to do with all the metahumans in the arena and pitting them to fight against each other to the death. And so the Teen Titans, Superboy, and the Legion Lost characters were actually thrown in there, and they did fight each other at one point, but later on they decided to actually go and stop Harvest. And afterwards, the place was about to blow up as, they near the end of this event, and the Teen Titans, the Legion Lost characters, and Superboy finally escape. They do escape, and now that's where issue number 10 picks up. We open up with Superboy and Wonder Girl actually on top of one another, or they're knocked out actually, and they're on a beach, and they realize they've arrived on an island called Mystery Island. And throughout this issue, there's nothing much to talk about here because nothing really happens, you can say. Basically, as the title of this issue says, Superboy and Wonder Girl, you just get to see an interaction between Wonder Girl and Superboy, and basically they're trying to find the Teen Titans on the island. If they're on the island, which they probably are, because if you guys have seen the cover art for issue number 10 of Teen Titans, you know they're on Mystery Island as well. And basically, they interact with another. They do fight a T-Rex in this issue, which is really interesting. But yeah, you just gotta see them interact with one another, and that's about it. I did personally like this issue, and yes, this review is going to be a bit short because there's nothing much to say about this issue. I mean, I guess I can talk a bit more about it. What I did like about this issue, I love the interaction between Superboy and Wonder Girl, especially, because, I mean, you can already tease at the fact that, in the later issues, or the previous issues of Superboy and the Teen Titans, you did see Wonder Girl find Superboy kind of attractive. She thought that, Superboy was hot. And I think in the older comics, if I am wrong, or if I am correct, I don't know, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, Superboy and Wonder Girl did get together, I believe. And that's what I thought. I don't remember technically, but if you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so basically they're sort of building a relationship or feelings for one another through this issue as they interact. I mean, Wonder Girl still doesn't like Superboy for what he did, but you can technically see Superboy actually have feelings for her, because you'll see a part in this issue, which I don't want to spoil, I guess. I mean, you guys can read it to see how it goes, because you actually get to see their relationship develop, or how they interact with one another, and see how these feelings they have for one another, flourish, or do they get destroyed and crushed, because Wonder Girl doesn't like Superboy, but then, Superboy sort of, he does sort of find Wonder Girl attractive as well, and whatnot. But it's a really good issue. I did enjoy it because of the fact that this issue actually has to be by far my most favorite Superboy comic, because of the fact, not my most favorite one, but the most favorite one after the New 52 started. Due to the fact that this doesn't have to deal with a secret organization. It doesn't have to deal with fighting, well, besides the T-Rex, but it doesn't have all this mishmash of all this crap thrown at Superboy or the Teen Titans. It's just Superboy interacting with Wonder Girl, and I think that's interesting. That's a breath of fresh air. It's so relaxing just to see these two characters interact with one another. They're just talking. And, some people might find it boring if you just pick this issue up and read it on its own. But I think I found it really enjoyable. And maybe you guys might find it enjoyable as well if you just pick this up on your own and just read it without reading the past Superboy comics. Because, I mean, you would have to understand that Superboy was a clone, and they do follow the storyline where Superboy doesn't have any feelings at first, even in the Young Justice series, he grew up and never had any feelings for anything, but throughout the Young Justice TV series, he did start growing feelings, and as well as in Superboy, as he, you know, progressed throughout, you know, the whole entire series right now, he has developed feelings and thoughts for himself. He actually can think and feel for himself instead of just like being emotionless and just a clone, like he's just nobody, or he's just heartless and he doesn't really think. But yeah, it's a really great thing to see Superboy flourish throughout this whole entire series, and he does develop feelings because, like I say, he sort of finds Wonder Girl attractive. If, you know, he was, you know, a clone and cold-hearted, he would just be like, oh, what the hell, man, I don't care about you, Wonder Girl, go do your own thing, I don't care about the team. But he does follow her throughout this whole entire issue, which is really nice. Like I said, it's really nice to see these two characters interact after a whole big mess-up after the culling event, which was just pretty chaotic and crazy. Like I said, the previous Superboy issues were just crazy and, you know, chaotic. There's just so much crap going on with secret organizations nowhere. But yeah, it's a really great issue. And one other thing I did enjoy about this issue was the artwork. Now, the artwork is changed, and sometimes, you know, how art in comic books are iffy sometimes because if they change, they sometimes look off, or, you know, it's just a really bad transition. But I personally did find the artwork in this issue really great. So, like, I'll just show you here. So this is just Wonder Girl or Cassie. And like I said, they are on top of one another. They wake up on top of one another at the beach. And yeah, they're shocked to see each other. Or they're shocked at, you know, why are you on top of me? Excuse me, man. Why are you on top of me? Oh. And there's actually one scene, yeah, right here, which is a really funny snippet. Wonder Girl is actually taking a bath or a shower, I guess, under a waterfall or on a lake, and basically Superboy's there, and he catches her, and he actually says, I'm not going to stare at you, but you guys can see that, you know, his tactile telekinesis, basically if he, you know, taps his hand on a ground or surface floor, he can actually see things. So that's what he's doing here, and he's trying to see a sneak peek of Wonder Girl, but she knows that, so she throws a piece of rock at him. But in the end, they actually do get into the same lake together. I guess I can show you the one good part where they fight a Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is pretty interesting. So right here, I love this like open shot. Like, I'm gonna try to pan out right here. So right here, you can see Superboy is actually eaten, or he got bitten by a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it looks like the Tyrannosaurus has fur on him. And that's the thing about this, like, the art style. I mean, I guess you can say the Tyrannosaurus does have fur on him, but the reason why I like this art style is just like, it feels like, I don't know, like, it's like a brush kind of feel, like the artwork, like the design or style is like a brush kind of thing. Like, you know how when you paint something and you see the brush marks? It kind of feels like that. Like, it feels like, you know, if you ever watched the Street Fighter trailer, like Street Fighter 4, like the ink work, it feels like it's just like really, like a really, I guess you say, straight, you know, awesome, you know, cross stroke of the brush or something like that. It looks really nice. I really do enjoy the artwork. Not saying that I didn't enjoy the previous artwork. I mean, the artwork in the other Superboy issues were actually okay. I mean, sometimes I did find it iffy at some points when they actually did make like some of the girls look like dudes. I don't know, it was just something about the face that made them look like dudes. Like, the body structure looked like women, but the face just sort of came off to me as men type of looking face. And when I showed you how Supergirl looked like, she looked really, really pretty. I actually had to say she did look attractive. I can't lie to you, Superboy, man. I do find Cassie in this issue pretty attractive. Yeah, I mean, this issue was fun, okay? So what would I rate this issue out of? In my opinion, I found it so enjoyable that it's just a breath of fresh air. Like I said, interacting with Wonder Girl and Superboy just by themselves was really enjoyable, and I did like it. If you want to see how their relationship or their friendship formed in this issue, will it be crushed or will it flourish, then you're going to have to pick it up and read. I would actually give it a 5 out of 5 in my opinion. I just felt like it was a breath of fresh air from all this chaotic craziness from the nowhere, and I've been saying that a lot. So yeah, it's just a breath of fresh air, and I really enjoyed it. I think most people, if you guys pick up this issue or have read it, I find it was enjoyable. I know one of my subscribers or one YouTuber has already told me they found this comic really enjoyable, and it was one of their favorites out of the whole entire New 52 Superboy series right now. And I have to agree with him. It's really nice and really good. I can't wait to see how other things like in this series flourish. Actually see how it goes, because of the fact that nowhere isn't here anymore. They're on an island, a mystery island. So I want to see how everything just ran away from, you know, secret organizations, because, you know, secret organizations can be a pain in the ass. So I can't wait to see, you know, how Teen Titans go as well, because, you know, like I said, it's been crazy and chaotic. So I want to see like a breath of fresh air. Same goes for Teen Titans. I want to see something just brand new and just like awesome with Teen Titans, instead of just fighting secret organizations and supervillains and metahumans and all this crazy crap. But yeah, like I think at the same time you can actually agree with the term that that's why they're on Mystery Island, is to escape from reality, because in the end of this issue you actually, you know, see Superboy and Wonder Girl actually find more mysteries on Mystery Island. And it's just really awesome. Just like I said, it's sort of like taking the atmosphere from taking them from the secret organization scene and just throwing them out in nature. Like how you're in a industrial or like big city type of, you know, deal, and you don't really get in tone with nature. And it feels like that's what this issue was doing, is taking them from the chaotic scene of the secret organizations and crazy crap and just throwing them into a more luscious and just escape from reality. So I do like, I think that's what this issue was meant to do, was to break our sense of what's going on and just throw us into more of a naturey feel type of thing. That's how I felt, actually, now that I think about it. And I've been rambling on about this right now. I didn't expect it to be this long, but yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this review and found it helpful, and I'll talk to you guys later. So thanks for watching, guys. See ya.